This one gave me a bigger headache than any movie we watched in a while. I feel like I said that not that long ago. We'll get into why here momentarily.
There was a part of the film where I was like, this, and I just did a little bit of scrubbing ahead.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Hello. Welcome back to the 217th episode of Good Bad or Bad Bad. Show watch terrible movies, tell you you should too. I'm your host, Mr. Brian Chiligo. Joining me, as always, a half awake, half alive, Mr. Kyle. You have a late one last night, Kyle?
I couldn't sleep after watching this one. It kept me up at night.
Yes, the other host, Mr. Kyle Hinton. Kyle, today is a movie you picked.
Yes, which makes this even more regrettable.
Yep, it's your fault. You can't blame me. This one's on you. Yeah. We watched a movie by a director we have done at least twice, I think, at this point. At least, maybe.
And countless things he's produced as well.
And the countless things he's been involved in. Not Scott Shaw, but the other
Donald
man.
G. Jackson, one, Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Shut your hole!
Yes.
We even got a little bit of a blast from the past for in this film.
Yes, we'll get to that. That was a fun surprise. One of the other halves of Zen filmmaking, Scott Shaw and Donald G. Jackson, they are the two that pioneered Zen filmmaking. For those that don't remember what that is, it's just a fancy way of saying fucking around with a camera with no plan.
Yes.
Most
people, when they go into filmmaking, they tend to add to filmmaking. This is the process of taking away from filmmaking.
Yes. Basically, what they did is that they got to the stage of filmmaking that most of us hit like in high school, where you get your first camera from your parents and you and your friends are like, let's make a movie.
Yep.
And so you go run around and film random scenes and then try to connect them somehow.
I'll tell you what it was. I'll tell you exactly what I think the Zen filmmaking, what it came about from. It was the idea that they could do enough stuff to get their name out there to sell just off their name.
Yes.
And that's all they sell.
100%.
Because what they're giving you, the product they're giving you, is the most derivative, annoying shit on the planet.
Oh my God.
No offense, Scott Shaw.
Oh my God.
But all it is it feels like you're just selling your name for an hour and a half.
The thing, I don't even know if it's their name, because who knows who the fuck Donald G. Jackson or Scott Shaw, like we do, obviously. But I think generally, what they're selling is titles of movies, hoping that people will like to get them into like bargain bins or on late night TV or whatever as just like schlocky. Like I think they're like, we can make schlocky B movies, but do it with zero budget.
Yes, but the objective is not necessarily to get them into bargain bins everywhere. It's to sell it to a distributor.
Right. That's what I mean. Sorry. Yeah.
And so these are films that are made for, I don't know. You could probably say this film we watched was made for no more than, what, $5,000 probably?
I hate vegetables!
Oh, at most. I guess it depends. But
okay, let's say $10,000 because we'll account for like stock and shit like that.
Yes, because I imagine it was probably shot on film. Maybe it seems I don't know, because it's 91.
Maybe like Super Video.
They might
maybe even DVC Pro.
They might have shot it on video. Which, if that's the case, then it probably cost very little.
But basically they were like, hey, we got Joe Estevez. It was like, hey, that looks like Martin Sheen. Yes, it goddamn does. Would you like to buy this $10,000 film for $5,000?
Yeah, I love that Joe Estevez just shows up in,
or $50,000.
Like it's gotta be tough to be Joe Estevez and have all these successful family members, and he is in this and Meltdown and
I guarantee you they paid him like $2,000 for this.
I'm sure the budget, he got most of it, honestly. Well, but I also think he's just friends with these guys. Anyways, we'll talk about, let's say what movie we're fucking talking about, Kyle. Today, we return to the world of Donald G. Jackson with the film Rollergator.
Which this was a requested film in the past.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay.
And we were kind of hesitant just because we had also just come off of a Scott Shaw, Donald G. Jackson film.
Yes.
And we were like, we don't want to double dip into it too quickly.
Yeah. This on IMDb says it's co-written by Donald G. Jackson and Scott Shaw, but then on the movie there was a screenplay by Matt X. Lawrence,
which I guess they actually had a script for this one, which kind of makes sense.
There's like some coherent plot, kind of, but it's Let's just get into it. The premise. Let me read this premise from IMDb. A teenage girl, oof, tries to help a small purple jive-talking alligator, oof, escape the clutches of a greedy carnival owner, as well as an assortment of characters so he can be reunited with his owner. Was he his owner? Was that guy his owner? I didn't think... Anyways.
I guess so.
You found him. You found my gator. That's great.
Lots of questionable synopsis right off the bat. I was like, let's see where this goes. But boy, it goes some places. So immediately the return of Joe Estevez, as you mentioned, we are shooting the rodeo.
Yes.
It is 90% of the reason this movie exists is because a carnival was in town.
Yep. Yep.
And they went to the carnival and filmed a bunch of scenes of people walking around trying to yell over the noise of the carnival and hoping their onboard camera mic would pick it up. Having
50-year-old Joe Estevez get on carnival rides.
Yes. Yeah.
You could hear his knees shatter getting into those things.
It's something, but they're just screaming lines. There's this one part where he's standing there, clearly supposed to be like yelling lines at somebody off camera, but you know that person isn't there. He's just yelling lines at a non-existent person off camera over carnival noise, and you can barely hear him, and it's just the saddest thing you'll ever see. It's like, Joe Estevez, man, what are you doing?
It's good to have you back this year. Oh yeah, I ain't going no place. This is my home.
But so that's the start of it. We're at this carnival, and then we get the opening credits. But then we cut to our main character, PJ, who the synopsis says is a teenager. I don't know how old this actress is.
She's like 25.
She looks like she's in her 20s. But now she's going swimming in the ocean because this is a Donald G. Jackson, Scott Shaw movie. We have to have just women in swimsuits for no real reason. So we open up on her taking a little dip in the ocean. And as she's walking, also there's a ninja.
Yeah, there's a ninja.
Surprise, there's a ninja.
It makes sense. It's Scott Shaw's associated in this film somehow.
A ninja on the world's ricketiest looking staircase.
Dude, that looks so
it
unsafe.
Looks like a death trap.
Like everything about that is like, hey, look, you have access to the beach. Just don't snap your neck on the way down.
Yeah, or those stairs looked like they were literally about to collapse. And I swear, and this gets confirmed later, but she looks over and it seems like she looks and sees the ninja on those stairs and goes, meh, and just like ignores it. And later she does. She goes, I saw like this weird person all dressed in black. So you saw a ninja, lady?
I did see a weird woman all dressed in black.
Well, they're not a very good ninja if you can see them.
Yeah, this is the terrible ninja. It's the middle of the day. They're standing on a staircase and they're full black. It makes no sense. But while she's standing there, she hears a voice in the distance.
Some
help
wise,
me, help me.
Just wise cracking. Well, right now it's just saying, help me.
Help me!
Yes,
but
just like, help me.
She goes to this cave, which I'm not gonna lie, this looks sketchy as hell. The reason this area of the beach was gated off
it's like
was
tidal...
because this is a death trap for people in high tide.
If you're there at the wrong time, you will drown in this cave 100%. So they're filming in this like tidal cave, and she hears this voice and she walks over, and then from behind a rock up pops a purple
alligator. How much you want to bet that Donald G. Jackson like won this at the carnival? And then they were just like, hey,
that'd be a hell of a carnival prize.
Yeah.
No, 100% this is a prop from another movie they made, like from I bet I wouldn't be surprised if it was somehow in the background of like Hell Comes to Frogtown or something like that, because it is like it's an okay prop, you know what I mean? Like it's clearly some time was put into it, and it's this tiny little purple alligator that is talking. And he's like, help me. And like she comes over and they have a conversation. And I from moment one, I hate it because the dialogue in every one of these movies may as well not exist because
it doesn't.
True.
Except for I guess this one technically has a script.
Yeah.
But it almost doesn't.
Why, I bet I could walk out on the beach and find tons of people who I could hang with.
But like, for instance, in this situation, she comes over and she's like, here, I'll help you. And she like pulls the alligator out and he goes,
with my powerful yet eloquent jaws, I could have freed myself instantly.
I could have freed myself. And she goes, then why didn't you? And he's like, I was just chilling. And that's like the end of the exchange. And I'm like, what? These are words that are just here to have words in your movie. That doesn't
because they need to reach an hour and a half.
It's so bad.
This is 80.
It's like 80 minutes, 82 minutes or whatever. Yeah. Absolutely. It's so...
It
oh,
felt
God.
like fucking 5 hours. It felt like
Oh,
5
my
hours
God,
watching
dude.
this movie.
Yeah, but what do you care? I'm history, purple sourpuss.
This one gave me a bigger headache than any movie we watched in a while. I feel like I said that not that long ago. We'll get into why here momentarily.
There was a part of the film where I was like, fuck this. And I just did a little bit of scrubbing ahead.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
For me, it was something that was unscrubbable because it persists throughout the entirety of the fucking
Was it
movie.
the guitar music?
Oh my God, Kyle! The fucking acoustic jam guitar that is non-stop throughout the entire film.
At least in Rollerblade 7, it was kind of just there for the banjo guy.
Yes, whenever the banjo guy showed up. No. In this movie, I have so many notes about it, but it is from the moment one almost till the end of the movie, nonstop, overpowering acoustic jam guitar, louder than everything else in the movie.
So poorly mixed, you can't hear what anyone's saying.
You can't hear anybody, and it's the same like looping 2-minute track over, and I felt like I was going fuck it. I literally wrote you. I was like, "Is this an MK Ultra experiment? Like, am I a sleeper cell being activated right now? The fuck is going on?"
Uncle Chi-Chi.
But she mentions to the alligator that she saw a ninja on the beach, and he's like, "Oh, well then you should stay here and help me or whatever."
But, I need your help.
And he says that he ran away from somewhere. Somebody had him, or I don't remember. He ran away from somewhere, and now he's on the run, and this ninja's trying to capture him.
Yes.
To take him back to the... We find out eventually to Joe Estevez.
Yeah, they call him Mr. Dennis. Right?
Well, he says, "Call me Mr. Dennis," but his name's like Chico or something.
Chico Dennis, yeah.
Because
It's not Chi-Chi. And will you please quit calling me Uncle?
it's like his nephew or whoever that works for him, Dante from Clerks.
Yeah, basically. He's not even supposed to be here today.
Dude, I was like, that is Dante from Clerks. He calls him like Chicho or Chichi or something all the time, but he hates it anyways. So the ninja's there to come after him. So this is where the Rollergator part comes in. She picks him up and puts him in her backpack, and she is a rollerblader, Kyle.
Yeah.
So now she just
now
rollerblades around.
It's a rollerblader with a gator. Rollergator.
And she goes on the run from the ninja immediately in this moment, starts chasing her on a skateboard, because as we all know, ninjas use skateboards.
Yes. Everything about this felt incredibly 90s.
Again, and I said it a dozen times, everything about this feels like it was written by a 12-year-old. It's like a little kid's idea of a movie. I cannot stress enough that Donald G. Jackson and Scott Shaw seemingly stopped maturing, their brains stopped developing around age
12,
13. Yeah, 12, 13. Like that is...
An 18-wheeler spins out of control, and it's all like, brush!
All of their movies are like the ideas you and your friends had in middle school. Like, it's insane.
I mean, to be fair, I had some cool ideas in middle school.
Any of them as cool as Rollergator, Kyle?
No.
Oh, God.
She wants to help Mr. Dennis, the carnival owner, put me in a cage next to the Siamese twins.
We're at this point, and she's rollerblading around with this guy, and I'm like, how is there still an hour left in this movie? It seems like there's no, like, she has him.
It's a 20-minute idea.
It's a 20-minute idea stretched into an hour and 20 minutes. It's fucking insane. So we just watch her. She then goes to the carnival for some reason. Why does she take it to the carnival if that's where Joe Estevez is and where? But she's got it in the backpack, and she just wanders around in the carnival and like eats food and rides with it for like 10 minutes. Again, shooting the rodeo where it's so fucking stupid.
If you hear something growling, it's my tummy.
And throughout all of this, the music is drowning out any possible dialogue not that you want to hear it, but even if you wanted to hear it, you can't, because the music is going over it nonstop. Finally, 24 minutes into the film, Kyle, the music stops.
Won't you come in, please?
for 2 minutes, and then it immediately fucking comes back, Kyle. I was so mad. I was like, oh, thank God, it's changing. The music, oh, God, thank God. It's 25 minutes of the same song. Finally, it's changing. It goes away for like 2 minutes, and then immediately comes back to the same fucking song.
Yep.
What's up with this goofball?
I hated it so much. I hate it so much.
Hey, you could have a situation like my movie where it's basically without music for most of it.
That's fine.
But I bring music in.
It's atmospheric.
Yeah.
I don't drink to soothe my pain. When I smoke, I hide all my shame. Mothers don't hate us for what we do.
Or whatever. It's minimalist. This is infuriating.
It probably would have been smarter. I would have covered a lot of really shitty audio, but whatever.
But so she then goes and meets with Joe Estevez, and she's there, and his whatever the fuck Dante from Clerks is there too, and he has a terrible line where he's like,
"How about you and I go check out a movie or something?"
I'd rather kiss goat cheese.
he's like, hey, maybe you and I can go out, and she's like, I'd rather kiss goat cheese.
Oh, you like that too?
Whoa! You like that stuff too, huh?
What a joke. What a great joke. Fuck this. It's so then the alligator starts negotiating with Joe Estevez to join the carnival.
Yes. And Joe Estevez obviously did not have a script for any of this.
100%. This is clearly all just improv.
Yeah.
Terribly.
Part of the negotiation is free access to all the rides.
I want a free pass to all the carnival rides.
Which Joe Estevez character is like, no,
Yes,
only I get
no.
free access to all the rides. Dude, you're like a 50-year-old carnival owner.
It's so stupid.
I'm the only guy at this party that gets a free pass. I'm the only one.
And then, I don't know, did you notice why this happened? He just starts like choking to death and they run away.
I think it was his tie.
Was that it? Why his tie just started strangling?
I guess
Out of
so.
nowhere, he's just like, and like falls over and they run away. Like, what? It's so fucking stupid. But when they get away, alligator, which I don't know if he has a name, does he? Does he?
I think they just call him Baby Gator. Or something
Baby
like that.
Gator. I think that might be right.
Let's run for it, Gator.
I don't think so, young lady.
He explains that there's this guy called the Swamp Farmer.
Yes.
Who wants to find him.
Who, honestly, I was kind of unaware of who this actor is.
Yeah, I didn't. Is this somebody?
He reminded me of a cross between Don Rickles and Dick Van Patten.
Yeah. Anyways, we cut to this guy in like safari gear.
Yeah.
Stumbling through like a creek or whatever.
Yeah. It's like they're like in the only part of the LA River Basin that has like vegetation.
Yeah.
And he's just walking through that.
Yeah,
it's like,
which we were there numerous times.
bayous.
Yes, we're there numerous times in
Yeah.
this movie. They go to that same location. It's where the climax of the film takes place. Don't call it a film, Brian. Don't. What am I doing? That's not, no. But they're like, okay, well, we need to find the swamp farmer, but we'll do that tomorrow. For now, we're going to crash in this, wherever they are, like this hut or something. And so to pass the time, what are they going to do, Kyle?
Parcheesi.
How about Parcheesi?
No, fuck Parcheesi. Parcheesi suck. What we're doing? Impressions.
Yes.
Hey, impersonations.
What?
And as soon as he said that, I was like, I will end it all, Kyle. If I have to, I was like, I started taking notes on how many. I was like, how many fucking impressions is this motherfucker gonna do? We luckily only get 5, but we get 5 of the worst impressions you've ever seen. It's just, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's
Hasta la vista, little gator dude.
I don't remember what the first one. It's somebody else, and he does like a Japanese, like a samurai warrior
Ninja or whatever,
something like that.
I am evil ninja. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Hi-ya!
And then he does Elvis. It's just, it's
Thank you, ladies, and thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
it's so bad. It's not funny. It's not anything.
No.
It's just, it's
Supposedly who voiced the croc? Donald G.
yeah,
Jackson.
of course. Well, who else would it be? I mean, except maybe Scott Shaw. Like, obviously.
Yeah. Oh
it's gonna
my
be
god!
Donald
If it would have
G.
been Scott, that would be incredible.
doing like his like Zen voice, like that would have been sick.
You have on camera Scott Shaw, who's like this, tries to be stoic and everything, this badass martial arts dude, and then the second he's able to like put on a mask of this baby gator, he just turns into a goofball.
Yeah. Dude. Oh fuck, dude. I don't know. So then we cut to the next day, and she's just in the park. She's just wandering through the park, and then she runs into, and I thought this was the ninja, just not in full ninja outfit, but no, it's a different martial arts lady.
Yes.
That's not the ninja, but who is also working for Joe Estevez.
Yes, but she is on the good side of martial arts.
Yes.
She's also wearing a South Korean headband.
She represents the dark side of martial arts. She'll capture baby Gator.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but she comes over to like get the alligator, and then basically PJ talks to her and explains that Joe Estevez sucks and is a bad guy, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know that."
I guess you're right.
So Mr. Dennis was telling me a big fib.
Yeah, all right, I'll help you now. And so she teaches her martial arts for 30 seconds. They just do some, punching and whatever, and then also the gator raps briefly. That's a thing that will happen throughout this movie several times, is that the gator will rap.
It was the 90s. It was a different time.
There was a little gator, was a mean roller skater. You try to catch him now, they kick your butt later.
Yeah. 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 So luckily, again, now we're 45 minutes into the movie. The music changes. For 2 minutes again, Kyle, and then goes right back to the same fucking acoustic jam band guitar shit. It's like it's like a prank, man. We literally like the whole movie, except there's like 2 brief little previews, and then I was losing my mind.
Are you gonna be okay, Brian?
No, this movie, I hate it a lot. Watching this movie, I hated it a lot. But then we go to the LA River, like the famous part of the LA River, the paved part of the LA River. Yep. I was like, ooh, what an original location. We haven't seen this in every other Scott Shaw film that we've ever fucking seen. And then this is when the original ninja shows up and is chasing her down, I believe. And then at that time, another different blonde girl on rollerblades shows up to help.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on here, but we get another great rollerblade skateboard chase. Slow speed rollerblade skateboard.
It's so dumb.
So, luckily, good thing, the ninja is defeated by this new rollerblade girl. She has a slingshot.
Yeah,
and
that's she has a slingshot.
What's her name?
Oh, it's Slingshot.
Look, it's Slingshot, obviously.
Thanks for your help. My name's PJ. I'm Slingshot. Yeah, you certainly are.
So she shoots the ninja with the slingshot, and it like knocks the ninja out, and it runs away. I guess, I don't know. But then she's talking to PJ, who has the alligator, and they're chit-chatting, and it's like the most insane conversation. She's like, what were you talking to? I heard you talking to something earlier. And she's like, or something talking out of your backpack earlier. And she's like, oh no, I'm a ventriloquist.
I'm practicing ventriloquism.
And she's like, oh. And she's like, can you do it again? And she goes, and now the alligator won't talk, so she has to like nudge the alligator. It's so God, there's too many more notes. I thought we were close to the end. I was so ready. I'm like, we're only 30 minutes in, but I want to be done already. No, we still got so many more notes. 51 minutes. Music changes again briefly before going right back to the same old music. Anyway, so they basically say they're gonna help. Like she's gonna help her or something. I don't even remember. She's like,
I'm not sure. I mean,
she's like, hey, I'll
have a plan.
I have something better. I have a plan that can buy you guys a lot of time.
Yeah, they have some sort of plan because the ninjas are coming. Also, the whole time, so whenever the gator is talking in the backpack, all my brain could focus on was the fact that probably Donald G. Jackson or maybe Scott Shaw or somebody else was standing, crouching behind our main actress, with their hand up in the puppet and with their face just like, where imagine where they would be while doing
another,
Yep. Yep.
That this was the only thing this girl ever acted in.
Yes, I wonder why. Wonder why. Bet she had a great experience on this movie. Oh, fuck. Do you also notice that every time for this stretch of the movie, they have like some like almost like fisheye lens that they're using for a lot of these shots, but the like matte box or the lens hood or something is
covering the top
like
left
the
corner.
top left corner of every shot because it's pulled out so wide. It's driving me crazy. Oh my God. So then this is where the plan happens. Slingshot's there with the backpack, and PJ is gone. And this girl shows up, and it's like, hey.
Claims to be a friend of PJ's, being like, I'm really worried about her. I haven't heard from her in a few days.
I hope I find her soon. It sounded like she was in trouble.
Yeah,
whatever.
And they just have like the most boring conversation for 5 minutes back and forth about whether or not she's actually a friend, why she's there, blah, blah, blah. But then eventually they get to the point where she's like, okay. And she's like, here, you can hold the backpack for a bit because it is kind of heavy. My shoulders are kind of hurting. So she takes the backpack off and gives it to the friend. And in the only, and I mean only interesting part of the movie, we cut away, like we see her hand it to her.
It's an immediate reverse angle.
We reverse and we see the blonde girl, and then we immediately cut back to where the brunette girl was standing.
And now it's the ninja.
It's the ninja. And I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. She's in it, whatever, sure. It was the most fun moment of the movie. And so she runs off with the backpack, and you're like, oh no, she's got the gator. But Slingshot knew she was up to no good, so just stuffed it full of vegetables.
Celery and cabbage? What?
I hate vegetables.
Yep, okay. So then they run off now because they distracted the ninja briefly. So they run off, and then they see a lady with a carriage going down the LA River.
Yes. And they just steal it.
They steal it and put the gator in it, and then we just get like her pushing around this gator in a baby carriage.
If I was a cop in LA at the time and I saw a woman walking a baby carriage down the LA River, I would have immediately been like, I got to stop and see what's going on.
There's something going on there. That is like a bomb, or it's full of drugs. I don't know. Something is going on.
Why did little Susie?
Especially because it's like the carriage from the Untouchables.
Yes,
it's like an old timey.
going down
it's like an old timey carriage. It is not like a modern.
Brian,
baby
tell me, why did little Susie have to die? Well, she's 10 years old and reads quantum physics books, and it didn't make any sense.
It's the carriage. Maybe they got the actual prop from Battleship Potemkin, and then they just used it in their movie. Oh my God. See, we know movies. Fuck you guys. I just don't know wrestlers from the 80s.
What, Brian's never seen Murder Ball?
Oh, you haven't seen blah, blah. I've seen Battleship Potemkin. Go fuck yourself. Watch real cinema. Oh, you haven't seen Highlander 2, The Quickening? No, I haven't fucking seen Highlander.
I think Highlander 2 was the source.
Whatever. I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, so then we cut back, meanwhile, to Joe Estevez, and this is where we get our fun cameo. One of the frogs from Frogtown is there. And I was like, holy shit, that's like one of the costumes from Frogtown.
Well, wait.
It's literally
from Frogtown.
Joe Estevez is like, hey, why don't you get back to Frogtown, you fucker, or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, it's like this
great.
takes place in the same universe.
Yeah, I know, but you're gonna have to go back to Frogtown.
And but it's just there for a cheap gag. Like, it's literally nothing. It doesn't affect anything. He just has like a 30-second conversation, and then he walks out, and they put it in the movie because they had the costume and wanted to use it.
That was probably one of the more entertaining parts.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. And so he I don't even remember, like I said, I don't remember the point of that conversation. I don't think it matters to anything that's going on in the movie. And then we get a pointless 3-minute scene of Joe Estevez talking to the ninja about finding the alligator, and the ninja just sits there silently, and it's just Joe Estevez riffing for like 5 minutes. It's so fucking pointless.
Chit chat, hey. Get down to business.
Then the gator farmer, we cut to him. He's getting closer. He's in LA now. Well,
yes.
I think he's somewhere in LA. But did you notice he's like walking and he's talking past the camera, clearly to like the camera operator or the director or somebody back there, which makes no sense in the context of the scene. He's supposed to be, I think, talking to himself, but you can tell he's like looking past the camera, talking to whoever's on the other.
He has his eyes fixed on a goal, Brian.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
I finally made it to the big city. What a place.
Oh God. So big climax. We're still at the LA River again. They filmed this all in a. It basically like a 200-foot section of the LA River, and then that one office that Joe Estevez is in, and then the Carnival, and that's like the 3 locations in the whole movie. But they're at the little part of the LA River that actually has some plants and shit, like you were talking about. It has like a little creek or whatever, and they're standing there, and the ninja shows up and steals the alligator from PJ. But then immediately sets it down on their skateboard and turns around to fight because the other lady shows up.
Yes,
the martial arts lady.
instructor.
Yeah. She shows up to save the day. So the ninja immediately sets the alligator down and PJ just walks over and takes it back. It's so bad.
All right.
And then the karate lady shows up and she has nunchucks. And she's like, ha! And then immediately just sets him down and doesn't use them. And I think, so the idea, because then the ninja sets down her sword, I think the idea is like, oh, they're going to fight honorably. When in reality, what they're doing is we didn't want to try to figure out how to choreograph a sword versus nunchuck fight. So we just have them set them down and not use them. And then we just have them punch at each other or whatever. It's so fucking stupid.
You ever want the easy way to do that? To immediately get rid of the nunchuck and sword,
wrap around it,
exactly.
pull it out,
chuck it out,
done.
and
Easy.
it's like, oh no, I had to throw it away to make sure the sword was gone.
There you go. Yep. There you go. Should have done that, but nope. But luckily, so I don't remember what happens in the fight. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It's
Slingshot
boring.
showed up again.
But Slingshot shows up, saves the day, shoots somebody with a slingshot. It was very funny because when you see Slingshot roll up, she does like this skid slide that was, I think, in their head supposed to be really cool, but she just kind of like slowly skids to a stop on the pavement and then is like wrist racket. And she's able, they defeat the ninja. The ninja either dies or runs away. Who cares? I don't remember. And then Swamp Farmer shows up. Hooray!
Yay.
Swamp Farmer is here and is like, hey, I got the Swamp Farmer. I'm the Swamp Farmer. Give me the alligator and now we'll be together, I guess.
Head back to Florida or something.
Sure. And they live happily ever after. We see a sunset. And my notes here at the end, Kyle wrote, Swamp Farmer just shows up, finds them. They live happily ever after. The end. Bad.
Brian, where did the movie touch you?
Not in my heart, that's for sure. My final note was: is this the worst Donald G. Jackson / Scott Shaw movie we've watched?
Possibly.
I know Whatchamacallit was pretty fucking bad. That one. Oh my god, what was the one with the? Like the not sauce potion something or where like the witch's brew.
Oh yeah,
witches.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad too.
Yes.
This one might be worse.
I will say, unlike Witch's Brew, at least they were able to get more than just a couple of porn stars for this.
That's true. They just got some random children that well, I say child again. They're probably not children.
Young impressionable actors.
Young impressionable actresses that they didn't that ended up not acting like ever again after this. It's a
Come on, kid, don't you want to be a star?
It's the worst. It's definitely bad. It's among the worst movies we've watched. And again, mainly, it wouldn't be that bad if it weren't for the music. Like, if the music wasn't so loud and so constant, it would still be boring.
You heard him. Get Brian the raw footage for this film, and he'll recut it for you.
I would know. My God, no. No, God. Luckily, there's no way that raw footage exists anymore. It's a 0% chance. Or maybe.
I don't know. Donald G. Jackson seems crazy enough to have that stuff in storage.
He's got the reels in his basement or whatever. Maybe. But no, it's, again, if it didn't have the incessant music, it would just be kind of boring and forgettable.
We know Scott Shaw keeps everything that he records.
Oh, yeah, we've seen it.
Because we saw it in Witch's Brew.
All of the masters in his apartment or whatever. Jesus Christ. Yeah. No, don't watch this movie. That's going to do it. As always, you can do us a giant favor by heading over to patreon.com/GBorBB. Support us there. Get access to bonus content. We're recording 2 bonus episodes today to catch back up because we've been falling behind. But we will be back up with that. We got 2 really good ones. We're talking about The one I'm doing is the Cook Report.
Yes,
which
we're going
is
back to
great.
the Cook Report. This one's pretty wild.
This one's wild about stolen cars and hot cars and stuff. And then yours was
the other one. We're reliving the guys who did Soap or Die. They did a little short film.
Yes,
that we're gonna watch.
And this one's very different because spoilers. It's like good. It's like fun. It's silly, but it's like very clearly intentional. And this one's less of like making fun of a weird thing and more like appreciating a weird thing.
It's great.
My name's Dick Jacker69, the hacker with a conscience.
It's really good. So look out for those on Patreon. I have a podcast called This Film Is That. We're talking about movies that are based on books. When this episode's out, the most recent episode will have been the first in our summer series 2025, The Maze Runner.
Ooh.
The Maze Runner series. I don't know anything about these.
I watched the films.
Oh, did you?
They weren't like the worst thing,
Yeah?
but it was very, very much that like post-Twilight kind of aesthetic.
Hunger Games, Twilight. It came out literally 6 months after Divergent, which is what we did last summer for our summer series. So, yeah, they're very similar. It's that the young adult dystopian fiction-y genre. But that'll be that. You can buy our merch, tpublic.com. All the links and all that stuff are in the description down below. Until next time, keep watching movies. Just don't
maybe
stay
not
far.
Rollergator. If you're gonna get
away.
Rollergator, like get like the poster or something like that, so you can be like, "Hey, look, I watch bad movies. I enjoy bad movies too, but don't watch that."
Did you notice that there was in one of the like deleted like scenes of the outtakes, they had like a giant alligator head that they didn't use for anything? Like, why would you not use that for something in the movie?
Would have seemed like fun.
Yeah, because like it looks like a big version of the little alligator, basically. So like use that for something. That could have been cool.
Put it into a suit.
Do something. Do anything with it. But no, they just have it in an outtake for 30 seconds. Okay, great. Fine. All right, bye. Fuck you.